No Dream Team. It's your boy Neal back with another reaction video, guys. Here we are with Australia versus UK house cost compared. Before we dive into this, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, ring notification bell, get a video a thumbs up so it gets suggested. Oh my God!
I'm gonna stand here.
You're gonna stand there, are you?
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. Sorry about that.
Nutter. How much does it cost to live in Australia versus the UK? G'day guys, my name's Ross and this is my wife Sam, and we moved to Australia from the UK during a global pandemic.
And that's your daughter.
Yeah, that's my daughter. A few months ago I shared with you how much our 5-bedroom home in Brisbane costs to run, and a few...
Oh, 5 bedrooms? Dang, that's a nice home. Let me get one of them 5-bedroom homes. I'ma need it. I need it now.
of you have requested that we compare it to our old life in the UK. Is she doing like gymnastics behind there?
Yeah.
Oh my God. So in this video we're going to share with you how much our house costs now versus how much our house cost in the UK just before we moved. And to spice things up, because Sam has absolutely no idea of how much things cost, she's going to guess whether it's more expensive or less expensive. And hopefully Aurora might sit down and let us do this in a little bit of peace. So first things first, man, we're going to look at the essentials and how much does electricity and gas and all of our energy cost here.
I want to poo.
Oh, great.
Ow.
Okay, let's go do poo then.
I want to sit down next to Mummy.
Right, poo averted. Are you going to come in the middle more? Because I can't fit in.
Alright, Pooh averted. She's adorable though. Oh my God. She's adorable. Electricity, just the 3 of them. I'm going to take a guess. I'm going to be guessing with Sam. Electricity for 3, let's say about $200 a month.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't want to
Okay,
sit
so
down,
we're...
Dad.
Okay, alright, cheers for that. Okay, so energy. Do we pay more in Australia or more in the UK?
I say more in the UK.
So in Australia currently we pay around $179 a month. Alright. So in Australia we...
They not getting through this video, goddamn. She said y'all can make the video later. It's me time.
Pay around $179 a month for our electricity. We don't have any gas here, everything's electrical. And in the UK, our prices vary depending on whether it was summer and winter because, you know, heating.
Yeah.
We paid on average around $200 a month on our electricity and our gas bills. So you're right, we paid around about 11% more in the UK compared to Australia.
I remember because you kept saying, put the jumper on, put the candles on. I was telling the heating on.
Well, I kind of am a little bit sometimes like that with...
They said put the jumper on, put the candles on. I'm not turning on that heat. I feel you, my guy. I'm not like that when it comes to heat because I get cold very easily. So I really like to have the heat on. Like I need it when it's cold. When it's hot, AC is necessary. Air conditioning is necessary. So I'm not like that with the temperature. But with others, I guess with lights and stuff, just make sure the lights is out when you're not in a room. Make sure things ain't plugged up and staying on. Whereas my girlfriend is not the same. She want Christmas lights on her tree on at all times. We have sparkling lights in here, and they were just kind of blinking, like literally they're on 24/7. And so there's lights that are left on that I feel like run up the bill, but where I live, us together, our electric bill is actually cheaper than when I lived by myself. And so I moved here to Georgia, and so I guess electricity is just cheaper out here than it was where I lived in Texas because it's cheaper out here with the 2 of us, and I don't understand that.
Like that now with the aircon.
Yeah, but during the day it's fine now because we've got solar and we haven't really seen how much exactly our solar costs have been reduced. Considering now everything is electrical and we have solar, like just run it during the day. But I guess since the prices in the UK have skyrocketed and
God dang! Oh my God! The energy price cap has risen by nearly €700. Annual bill for a typical household on a price capped dual fuel tariff paid by direct debit. But that's an annual bill. 2,000. That's not bad. 2,000 as an annual bill. Typical household of like 3 or 4. 2,000. Divide that by 12 months. That's like what? A little bit less than $200 a month. That's not bad.
the end of 2020, I think those costs of energy in the UK would be so much more expensive.
Yeah.
Okay, water in comparison to Australia versus the UK. Where did we pay more?
Ooh, house of three, and I'm gonna guess that water is around. I'm not good with water. 150 a month.
I think more here.
Why'd you say that?
I don't know.
Just literally just guessing.
Just having a guess.
So here we're on a meter, so we do actually get everything checked, and we paid around about on average $123 a month for our water. In the UK it was ever so slightly different because we had lived in an old house and nothing was metered, so we just paid a flat rate, and our equivalent over there was around about $57 a month in water.
Wow!
Yeah, well
Got
done.
it right.
Well, it's a big difference really. 'Cause
Yes.
it's a big difference really because we paid around 70% less in the UK for our water. Now rates or council tax.
Mommy.
That is nice. 57 a month, but they got a flat rate since nothing was metered. Like 50. That's dope. That's chef's kiss, man.
Where do we pay more council tax? The UK or Australia?
What's me, Mommy?
I'm
What's
going
me,
to the UK.
Daddy?
We have to watch her.
What's me, Daddy?
Go on
Okay,
then.
watch you.
Just jump on the sofa.
Good jumping.
Good jumping. So here in Australia we pay around $166 a month for our rates, which includes all of our council stuff, bins, fire, police. Well, we even really use the fire and the police, but we might need to one day. And in the UK the equivalent was around about $196 a month.
Woohoo!
So we are currently cheaper in Australia, but we did last month have a new valuation of our land, which is what the council rates are based on. So that's probably going to go up. Thanks for that.
What's this?
I've never like lived in me myself. I never rented to own or owned or a house, and so I'm not sure what council taxes are. I'm guessing those would be similar to HOA fees if I were to be in a house. I would assume. But yeah, y'all talk to me in the comment section. Tell me if I'm right or if it's something completely different that I don't understand. Cause why would you fire and police? You just pay that in your taxes, right? I don't know.
Mommy?
You gonna come back in?
No.
No. Okay, big one now, home insurance. But remember that we have a bigger house here with kind of more stuff in it. Which one do we pay more, in Australia or the UK?
So are you telling me the answer? Hint, hint, we've got a bigger house.
Maybe I shouldn't do that then, I'm just trying to help her.
I probably would have said here anyway because...
Yep, okay, but I suppose the difference is how much more. So in Australia we pay just over $61 a month for our home insurance, which I don't think is
I don't think
not
that's
a bad
bad.
rate. But in England
Nah.
we only paid about $238 for the whole year.
Oh.
Now, I don't know
wow.
whether I was undervaluing the house or how much crap we had in it, but I suppose for the last few years of living there, we didn't really buy anything nice because we knew we were going to move.
Yeah.
That is around about 71% difference in the total
God
cost
dang.
of
Wow.
all of the home insurance. So that's a big difference.
Yeah,
And I
it
suppose we do
is.
have more hazards here. So the next one is mortgage. So how much did we pay for the home loan kind of stuff in Australia versus the UK? Which one's more expensive?
I'm gonna say the UK is more expensive than Australia. I'm gonna go with that.
UK.
So to put it in a bit of context, our home here is a 5-bedroom detached house in Brisbane with a pool, and in the UK we only lived in a 3-bedroom semi-detached, obviously without a pool, on a
Don't say
considerably
only.
smaller land.
It's a cute little house.
It was a nice kind of, not first home, but first house for us, because we used to live in a flat.
I loved that too.
Yeah, you love the flat.
I did love it.
Can you imagine living in that flat now with that thing?
Oh god, no.
This would have been bigger than the whole of our living room in the flat. So considering we had around about the same percentage deposit as we did for here as we did in the UK, here we pay around about $1,600 a month for our home loan. And in the UK, considering we didn't sell that for much less than what we bought this for, our home loan in the UK was around about $1,300 a month. So in total, that's an 18% difference.
Daddy,
The
look
UK is
at me.
cheaper. So other kind of running costs that
That's not bad at all, considering your house is bigger. You know what I'm saying? And you got 2 more bedrooms and a pool. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. I just don't know what the cost conversions are like between the pound and the Australian dollar. I don't know what the conversions are. So I guess that would help. Yeah. But dang, 5 bedrooms and a pool, $1,600 a month. Hell. Me and my girlfriend could not. I mean, we'd have to get stricter on things, but hell, we could do $1,600 a month.
That we had for this place that are the same as last time. We spend around the same amount on gardening. We probably spend around the same amount on the pool chemicals. Like we had just a lazy spa in the carport. So glamorous. Thanks for jumping up and down. Maybe she hasn't done a poo.
Well, I hope you haven't done one.
Why haven't I done a poo?
Have you done a pop?
No.
Have you done a pop?
No.
So I guess a pop is a fart. A poo is a poo, and a pop is a fart.
The only cost that we have here that's different to the UK is obviously our pests and termite inspection stuff. So that's around about $480 a year that's on top of what we had to pay. So in total,
dang.
you probably already know the answer to this. Do we spend more on our essentials in Australia than we did in the UK?
Here.
Yes.
So our total outgoings per month on essentials here was around about $2,200, and in the UK it was just over $1,800 a month. So far the UK is around about 19% cheaper. But then these costs are based on 2020 rather than 2021, 2022. Okay, extras. Now our internet and our TV kind of package in comparison to we had Sky in the UK, is it more expensive here or less expensive?
I think it's more expensive in Australia.
Less expensive.
Less expensive. Well, you kind of moaned that you preferred Sky, even though we only had the basic Sky package. Samantha's just a lover for UK TV.
Yeah,
and
I don't like to tell you here.
you pay for what you get, I think. So here for our internet and for our TV package that we get, we pay around $90 a month. And in the UK, for pretty much the same internet package and just having the Sky basic package, it was $132 a
Oh
month.
wow!
Okay, poo.
132 a month compared to 90. That's the difference. 40 bucks a month is there's $40 a month leaving your account.
Attempt number 2 done. Always a joy when you're potty training a toddler. Okay, so our phones. Now, we're not really into like the super fanciest phones, and to be honest, most of the time we just get a SIM-only deal. But do we pay more for our phones in Australia or in the UK?
I think more here.
So both of our deals are kind of comparable to what we had in the UK, so I suppose that's pretty fair. I think yours is about $25 a month, and mine's close to $30 a month. But for our SIM-only deals in the UK, we pay probably about the equivalent of just under $18. But to be honest, I got a new phone for my mum the other day just to use while she's here, and I think I'm going to swap to about $20 Woolies one. And we can also save around about 10% of our monthly shop. You get it like once a month on their deal, so that should save even more. So I think if you hunt around, you can get a better deal. I just think I'm still on the same one that we got in hotel quarantine. And
Dang, 25, 30. Nah, my phone bill is probably like 50, 60 a month. It is like unlimited data and all that, but sheesh, they're paying half.
beggars can't be choosers, so I got a bit shafted there.
Mommy, I done the pig.
Okay, wonderful. She's done a poo.
She's done it now
Done
in her
it,
nappy.
finally. She's going to keep telling us
2
about it.
attempts on the toilet? No.
No.
Put a nappy on.
Put a nappy on her, dump away. Back to the drawing board on the potty training, I think. Okay, Netflix. We have premium here. We had standard just in the UK, but which one is more expensive?
No idea. Let's go UK.
So Netflix in the Australia costs us just under $20 a month, and there's always this debate, isn't there, about different Netflix prices around the world and how much more expensive they are, or cheaper, depending on where you are. And in the UK, for our standard one, it was only $17, just about $17.50. What has she got? She's like playing all the toys. Right, big one now, Disney Plus, the thing that Aurora constantly wants to watch Toy Story on.
Yes, constantly.
More expensive in Australia
Toy Story is a good movie. It's a good movie.
or more expensive in the UK?
More expensive here.
Okay, now I know that when we first got Disney Plus in the UK, it just come out and it was on one of the cheapest ones. So our Disney Plus in the UK cost us around $14. But here, Disney Plus seems to be cheaper, and it's just under $12. So
Really?
a winner for Australia there.
Hey!
She's literally just round the corner
doing it on
with all
purpose.
of her noisy toys. Okay, different one. Amazon Prime. Is it more expensive in Australia or more expensive in the UK?
Australia.
No idea. I don't
More
know.
expensive in Australia.
Well, like, you have literally been guessing all of these. haven't you?
Okay. Well, no, but I use most of them. I don't have a clue about Amazon Prime. Here.
Yeah. Okay. So in the UK, we did benefit. I thought Amazon was pretty good, like both in the free deliveries, the next day deliveries.
Yeah.
Doing the alphabet, learning the alphabet. Here, I don't think it's as good. You don't really get next day deliveries. You might get the day after the next deliveries, and you definitely don't get like that same day deliveries. You get all the same Amazon Prime TV things. Such a wind up, that kid. Show us your toy.
Show everyone your
Come here and show us your
light.
toy. Right, this is the noisy light.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Gonna take the batteries out. So in Australia, Amazon Prime costs us around $6.99 a month. And in England, we had to pay like a £79 a year, which means in Australia we pay around 39% less for Amazon, but it is kind of a lesser service.
Yeah, but things are harder to get shipped to Australia, right? I would think that you pay more just because things, I feel like, are more expensive or harder to get in Australia, since it's like further away from most things than the UK would be. That's different. That's interesting. I feel like, dang, for Amazon Prime in the US, I feel like I pay like $15-16 a month. Huh.
I don't think having less of an Amazon is going to make us want to go back to England though. So in total then, you've pretty much figured it out. Our life in the UK was a bit cheaper than in Australia. So in total, with all of the sums, we paid around 18% less in the UK than our new life in Australia. But I suppose if you take into consideration things like inflation and just the cost of living in 2 years difference, then I suppose it kind of makes sense. But the big question is, because everyone kind of knows that Australia is more expensive, Jesus.
Mommy.
How much more are our wages in Australia in comparison to the UK?
That's exactly the question that was in my head as soon as he talked about the different in cost of living, because it looked like it was about $5,000 more expensive in Australia. But do the wages make up for that? Is my question.
Okay, so it's all fair and well saying that Australia is about 18% more expensive than the UK, but like for like, because I now have this pretty much the same job as I did in England, based upon my new wages, I earn around about 44% more than I did in the UK.
Wow.
I'd probably say that our purchasing power, how much money we have to spend after all of those bills and stuff have been taken into consideration, is probably more. So our life over here, financially, we're better off, even though this thing is trying our patience all of the time. If you found that video interesting, make sure to give us a like. If you want to see the rest of our life in Australia and how much other things cost and what our lifestyle is like, please make sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you want to see the original video about how much everything costs in more detail, then have a look at that one there. See you later.
That was a dope video, a dope comparison video, because we got to hear all the different costs and cost of living, but then at the end you got to hear the difference in wages, which the difference in wages, 44% to do the same job is crazy. That's all we got. You guys got a favorite video suggestion? You can subscribe to Patreon and drop it in the comment section. It's your boy Neal, out.